Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at something pretty fascinating, something that's been making waves.
Yeah, this one is really interesting.
AI, but not in the way you might be thinking.
Right. We're not talking about robots taking over the world.
We're diving into how AI can actually help us become better thinkers.
It's about using AI to enhance our own abilities.
And we've got a fantastic research article to guide us. It's from MISQ Quarterly.
Yeah, it's called How AI-Based Systems Can Induce Reflections, the case of AI-Augmented Diagnostic Work.
Catchy title, right?
It is, actually.
And it's by Abdel-Karim and their team.
Really smart group.
So this research looks at the potential of AI to act as a reflection partner.
Like a thinking buddy.
Exactly, helping us learn and make better decisions, especially in high-stakes fields.
Like medicine.
That's right, they focused on doctors diagnosing lung diseases from x-rays. And get this, an AI system, even though it's not human, can actually trigger deeper reflection in these experienced doctors.
It's pretty amazing.
So how does that even work?
Well, it ties back to this idea of reflection in action. Have you heard of that?
I'm not sure I have.
Basically, it means analyzing your actions while you're performing them.
So thinking about what you're doing as you're doing it.
Exactly. That's crucial for learning and getting better at something, especially for doctors, right?
For sure, those decisions have huge consequences.
And the study setup was pretty clever, too. First, doctors analyzed x-rays and made diagnoses on their own.
So like a normal day at the office?
Pretty much. But they were also thinking aloud as they worked.
Interesting. Why the talking part?
So the researchers could understand their thought process.
Makes sense.
Then they did the same task again, but this time with an AI, a clinical decision support system.
Hold on, what's that?
It's like a computer program that helps doctors make decisions.
So like a second opinion.
Exactly. And the AI would provide its own diagnosis alongside the doctors.
So kind of like having another doctor in the room.
Exactly. But an AI doctor.
Well,
And the cool thing is, this AI actually triggered reflection in the doctors.
even though it wasn't human.
Yep. It provided those aha moments. The researchers identified these triggers as reflection seeds.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me about these seeds.
Well, the first seed emerged when the AI agreed with the doctor's diagnosis.
So the doctor feels good, like, yeah, I got it right.
Exactly, a little boost of confidence. But it led to a pretty shallow reflection, like a quick nod of agreement.
It's like checking your answer and seeing you got it right. It feels good, but you don't learn as much.
That's a great analogy. But the second seed, that's where things get more interesting.
Okay, tell me.
This one, the conflict seed, appeared when the AI disagreed with the doctor.
Oh, so like, wait a minute, what?
Exactly. This sparked much deeper reflection. I was like, hold on, why does the AI think differently?
So the doctor has to justify their own thinking.
Exactly. And that's where the real learning happens.
Fascinating. So you're saying the AI actually challenged the doctor's thinking? Did they push back?
Absolutely. Some definitely resisted the AI's input at first.
That's human nature, right? We don't like to be wrong.
Exactly. The researchers actually categorized the reactions into these 3 reflection modes, which is really interesting.
3 modes. Okay, break it down for me.
The first one they called self-assurance mode. Basically, the doctor rationalized away the AI's different diagnosis, like, nope, I'm right, the AI is wrong.
Basically ignoring the AI.
Yeah, sticking to their guns.
Okay, what's the next mode?
The second one is challenge mode, and this is where it gets interesting.
So are the doctors taking the AI more seriously now?
In a way, yeah, they're starting to question their own assumptions.
So they're actually engaging with the AI's perspective.
Exactly. They're comparing their analysis with the AI's, really trying to understand the discrepancy.
That's a much deeper level of thinking.
Absolutely. Even if they ultimately stick to their original diagnosis, they've gone through this really thorough thought process.
I like the idea of the AI being like a sparring partner, helping the doctors refine their skills.
It's a great way to put it. It's not about the AI being right or wrong. It's about using it as a tool to become a better thinker.
And what about that third mode? You said it gets intense.
Yeah, deep dissonance mode. This one's a bit more unsettling.
Okay, now I'm really curious. What happens here?
Imagine being so sure of your diagnosis, but then this AI system points out something you completely missed.
It's like, no, did I make a mistake?
Exactly. It creates this deep sense of unease. The AI's different diagnosis makes the doctor re-examine everything.
That's got to be a humbling experience.
Absolutely. In one case, a doctor initially resisted the AI's suggestion, but then had this big aha moment.
Wow, so the AI was actually right.
It had spotted something crucial that the doctor had overlooked.
That's amazing, but also kind of scary.
It is. It makes you realize that even the best experts can have blind spots.
And that AI can help us see those blind spots.
Precisely. Now, this brings us to the concept of reflection residue.
Reflection residue, what's that all about?
It's the lasting impact of this whole experience. The question is, does interacting with the AI change how doctors approach diagnosis in the long run?
That's a great question. So did it.
Well, that's what we'll be exploring next. So we were talking about how that interaction with the AI leaves this sort of lasting impact, this reflection residue. Did it actually change the way doctors approach diagnosis?
Right, that's the big question. Like, beyond that initial interaction, did anything really shift for them?
Exactly. And to get to that, the researchers looked at a few things. They had these interviews after the doctors interacted with the AI.
So just chatting with them about their experience.
Yeah, getting their thoughts, feelings, and they also had them fill out these surveys.
To capture the data, right. Like
Yeah.
those quantitative insights.
Exactly, get the full picture. So in those interviews, it was interesting. Doctors had kind of mixed reactions to the whole AI thing.
I can imagine. I mean, it's got to be a little unsettling, right? Having this AI second opinion.
For sure. Some doctors, they even said that it made them a bit, I don't know, unsure about their own abilities.
Like almost threatened by the AI.
Yeah, kinda. Even a little apprehensive about their future as doctors.
I mean, I get it. It's a big change, this whole AI thing. Makes you wonder, what's my role going to be?
For sure. Especially in a field like medicine where, the stakes are so high. Making the right diagnosis, it's critical.
Absolutely. You can't mess around with that. But not all the doctors felt that way.
Right. A lot of them were totally cool with the AI. They didn't see it as this big threat, more like a tool.
Like a helpful assistant.
Exactly. And they were excited about the potential,
Yeah.
how AI could help them be even better doctors.
So we've got some doctors feeling a little apprehensive, others embracing it. It's kind of all over the place.
Yeah, a mixed bag for sure. But the survey data, that's where things got really interesting. Remember how some doctors downplayed how the AI impacted their confidence?
Yeah, like they weren't really fazed by it.
Right. But then when we looked at the numbers, there was this trend. The doctors who were super confident before, the ones who were like, I'm the expert here.
Top of their game.
Exactly. Those were the ones who actually became more self-critical after interacting with the AI.
So the AI humbled them a bit. Wow, that's pretty profound.
It is, right? Like, it made them step back and question things more. Even the most confident doctors, they realized, hey, maybe I don't know everything.
The AI was like this little nudge, like, hold on, there's always more to learn.
It's really cool, right? Like, it pushes us to be more reflective. Now, remember we talked about how the study wasn't exactly real world. The doctors didn't have all the patient information they normally would.
Right, they mentioned wanting more data for the AI.
Exactly. But even with that limitation, we see this big shift in their self-perception, especially those super confident ones.
Makes you wonder, if the AI had even more data, if it was even more sophisticated, how much bigger would that impact be?
Definitely something to think about. I mean, we're already seeing these changes with limited AI. What happens when it gets even better? It's exciting and maybe a little bit daunting.
For sure. So where do we go from here?
Well, in the last part of our deep dive, we're going to tackle just that. How do we design these AI systems? How do we actually integrate them into our work? And ultimately, what does it all mean for us as humans?
Sounds like we've got a lot more to unpack.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've seen how AI can really shake things up, make us think harder, and even help us become more humble about what we know. But now, how do we actually put all this into practice?
Well, that's the exciting part. This isn't just some abstract research. It really has practical implications for how we design AI systems, how we use them in our work, and, thinking bigger, what it means for being human in this age of AI.
So let's break that down, starting with AI design. If we're talking about AI as a reflection partner, what do the people building these systems need to know?
I think one of the biggest takeaways is that we need to design AI systems that are explainable. Not just intelligent, but explainable. Like those doctors in the study, they wanted to know why. Why is the AI saying this?
Right, they wanted transparency, like show me your work.
Exactly. And that's where this whole field of explainable AI comes in, XAI. It's about making sure AI can explain itself, so to speak.
So it's not just about trusting the AI blindly.
Right. You have to be able to understand its reasoning. And that's how we build trust, how we really learn from it.
So we're moving away from the black box approach, huh? AI that just spits out answers without any explanation.
Exactly. We need AI that can show us how it got there, what factors it considered, all that.
It's almost like, I don't know, AI needs to be a good teacher, not just a know-it-all.
I love that. A good teacher, absolutely. And I think that leads us to how this all impacts the future of work. There's a lot of fear out there, right, about AI taking over jobs, replacing humans.
For sure. The robot takeover, it's a common theme.
But this research, it kind of paints a different picture.
More optimistic.
Yeah, like maybe instead of replacing us, AI can actually make us better at our jobs, enhance our skills.
I like that. It's not about humans versus AI. It's about humans plus AI.
Exactly. Especially in fields like, think about medicine, law, education, all those jobs that require critical thinking, making tough decisions.
And constantly learning, right? Like, the world's changing so fast, we need to keep up.
Imagine you've got doctors, lawyers, teachers, all with their own AI partners, helping them reflect, spot their blind spots, get even better at what they do.
So AI isn't the teacher, it's like the teaching assistant. It's there to support us.
I like that analogy. Now, all that said, there are some potential downsides. We got to be realistic.
Okay, let's talk about that. What are some of the things we need to watch out for?
Well, AI is a powerful tool. Like any tool, it can be misused. We have to use it ethically, responsibly.
And not just blindly trust it, right? We still need human judgment.
Absolutely. Even with the most amazing AI, we can't just switch off our brains. We still have to think critically, question things.
We can't outsource our responsibility.
Exactly. It's all about finding that balance, that sweet spot where human ingenuity and AI capabilities come together.
To create something truly amazing, right? That's the goal.
Absolutely. And, at the end of the day, this isn't just about efficiency or productivity. It's bigger than that.
It's about what it means to be human.
It's about human flourishing, using AI to help us be the best versions of ourselves, to reach our full potential. That's the dream.
And hopefully create a world where everyone have the opportunity to learn, grow, thrive. It's a powerful vision.
It is, and it's something we can work towards. So to all our listeners out there, as you navigate this world of AI, remember, stay curious, stay critical, never stop learning.
Because the future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we create together.
Well said. That's it for this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring.